In this video, we will go over the Formative Translator. The translator can identify and translate all text within Formative, including the following elements: text input, math input, hyperlink text, subscripts, and superscripts. However, files such as PDF, image, video, emoji, or embedded content are incompatible with the translator. We'll start with adding translation to a single student. So if you click on classes and then pick any class, this one I'm going to click more options and then select view student management. I have one student in this class. Notice I have an accommodations column. If I toggle the show hide option, now I have an edit button. If I click this edit button, now I have accommodations. And there are other accommodations that you could add to your student. For this video, I will select translations and then scroll and select the student's preferred language. Once you've made your selection, click update. Now, I'm going to go back because I have this student in two classes. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go to my other class, select the options, select view student management, and notice I have accommodations here. And if I show it, the translation carried over. So you do not have to do this for every class. When you set it for your student, it will copy over to your other classes. So I'm going to go back to this class, click the options, and click View Student Management. If there are multiple students that need this setting, you can click on the student. If you have an entire English learning class, you can check this box and it will select all of them. But for this, once I select my students, there is a set accommodation option at the bottom. When I click that, it brings up the same exact menu, except this time it will apply it to multiple students. Once you make your selection, you can click update. If I want to remove the accommodation for the student, I can click on the toggle, I can select the edit button, and then for translations, I can turn that off and just click it to none, and then select update. Now that we've assigned the preferred language to the student, it's time to enable the Formative Translator for a specific activity. So I will open up one of my formative activities and then click on the Assign button. Now I haven't assigned this one yet, so I'll just click this button to assign it to this class. And then in my edit settings, if I scroll down, under content display, there are learning tools. So if I click this, there is a toggle for student translator. You turn that on, you click assign. There are other ways to assign the accommodation. A document has been placed on Prep Central under How To, Tutorials, and Formative. So my student is now ready to take a formative. The language translator has been enabled. To turn it on for the student, they have to start the formative, and then notice when the formative loads, the tool loads. So at this point, the student can select the translator, then select to translate it in their language. The formative will reload, and now the student can start the formative in their own translated language.